Man, I have been getting destroyed in the market this week.
What happened, bro?
Unfortunately, I went heavy into the China EVs at the wrong time.
Okay, explain.
I didn't do my research. I did not realize that the House or the Senate was going to vote on the increased auditing practices for China or foreign entities. And they voted to approve it. And now they're all tanking because people think they're going to be delisted.
Right, but I read something that NIO actually passed the audit and they're in compliance. So it kind of, I don't know, it gives me a different view of it. I feel like people are afraid right now, but it's going to pick back up. But, keep going. What happened?
No, I mean I agree, but what I should have done if I knew this vote was going to come is know that it was going to make everybody panic sell and
Right.
bought them. But I wasn't thinking. I was high off a gain, so. But but even before a company gets delisted, it takes 3 years. It's a 3-year process after a violation is found. So they get 3 years to rectify it, to stay in the stock market. Because again, at the end of the day, it is U.S. citizens who are invested in these companies. So if they delist them, of course, it'll greatly impact the pockets of a lot of Americans. So that's why there's leeway built into that bill.
Yeah, that makes sense. And well, it doesn't really make sense to delist China companies because I think when you start seeing NIO cars on the road in America, why wouldn't you be able to invest in that stock? I mean, if we're buying those cars and driving them in the near future, it wouldn't make sense to delist them. So I really don't understand why they're doing that at this point.
Yeah, that one company, I believe they're called Candy.
Mm-hmm.
They got found out that they were cooking the books, buying their own cars and storing them in a warehouse, and so that kind of triggered all this mess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but other than that, other than me, a significant portion of my portfolio dying. I've had a decent week in the market. I just bought some DraftKings. I bought it on the dip, and I also just bought Plug.
Okay.
So
So
I think
plug.
I think that has the potential to go up big time. Especially next year. So that's
Good
all
deal.
my plays for the week. I've been quiet.
Yeah, I invested in NIO about 50 shares at 41.81. I got real lucky. I didn't read that article until I think it was Wednesday, but I made the play on Monday at 41.81 a share. I also bought some at home, but I
Okay.
saw it was plummeting, so I went ahead and I exited right away.
Yeah.
Like I got it at I think it was 18.58, and then now it's at 16.90. So I'm like, hey man, I'm not trying to get involved with at home. I shop at home, and I think it's a great company. But as far as where it is in the market right now, I can't afford to have them in my portfolio. I also bought Kroger, which is a store that I shop at.
Okay.
And
Not HEB.
I go to HEB every once in a while. Yeah. But I mean, Kroger, I think they have more stores, not just in Texas.
Okay.
And then on top of that, the holidays are coming up. They were buying turkeys, and they're gonna start buying, whatever desserts and stuff. So I hopped in there. Also,
And then, of course, if there's a potential shutdown, their
oh
sales will
yeah,
skyrocket during
super.
those times.
Yes, they're essential business during COVID, so it's a good play. And I bought Net Element, which is ticker symbol NETE, and I got it at $9.60, and it's at 11.33, and I have 50 shares in that. Also increased my shares in Apex Technology to 130 a share, or 130 shares at 13.98. So hopefully, Monday will come and APXT will increase to about $16, and I'll hop out. I'll be happy with that.
Okay.
So that was my week. Pretty good on the market. I had some decent gains. I'm out of the water, man. Out of the red, and I'm doing well.
That's good, man. It's like as soon as I hop in the red, you hop out of the red.
That's how it's been, man. You were killing it. What was it,
well,
like August? Tesla, you made some good plays. You made good plays on NIO, and I was struggling because I had 16 shares of Apple at 127, and I was down like 200, 250, and so I had to get those gains back, and now Apple's at 122, so I sold at a wash, and that's where I'm at now. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I just think again, it just all comes back to the principles.
Yeah.
If you buy it and hold it long enough, if it's a viable company, you should be fine. I sold Goodrx this week. Just wanted to take that money and it maybe move it somewhere else. It was trading sideways for so long for me, so I just took my gains.
Okay, that's solid.
5% gains, but better than nothing.
But I think you wanted to touch on something about having too much of one stock or one sector in your portfolio.
Yes.
So
horrible idea.
Okay. Could you expound on that?
Well, it's just that, at times, right, the whole market or most of the market will go red or go green. But if you're invested in different sectors, depending on what the news is or what's going on, like EV stocks aren't really affected by talks of shutdowns, right?
Yeah.
But stocks like Nordstrom are affected by talks of shutdown. You see what I'm saying? And inversely, talks of fracking not still being allowed would hurt the EV stock, but it wouldn't hurt a grocery store stock.
Correct.
So if you diversify, then you kind of insulate yourself from every piece of bad news that comes out. You know the phrase, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news.
True.
So, and also, I just think that's why index funds are really good because it builds in that variety for you. If you just want to be a long-term investor, you don't want to make a game of it. You just want to have a good, solid place to put your money month to month. Index funds.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another thing, a good strategy that I would recommend is recovery stocks. I know we talked about that before, but also increase my shares in American Airlines. I mean, with the vaccine rolling out and all the news about the good data that they had, clearly people are going to travel. And right now it's the time to travel. We're thinking about traveling. You're thinking about traveling. People are getting out there. So those shares that price has increased. So I increased my shares. So that's a good thing. But just diversifying your portfolio and having different sectors in your portfolio is very important. So I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah, man. And just also word stock term for you guys to learn support, right? Mm-hmm. So that's basically when the stock hits the bottom that investors are going to let it hit. And investors, then that's the price investors buy more of it at. So I'm learning that never buy the stock when it's just running up because you don't know when the run's gonna end.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if it's trading sideways, which means it's trading in or around the same price for a while, you can buy it then if you like. If you understand the company, you feel like they have opportunity to grow. If it's hanging around or if it hits the support level, that's always a good time to buy as well. But yeah, man, just don't buy the run up like I did with NIO, man. That was a stupid idea.
Any stocks that you're watching right now?
I watched Nordstrom.
No, I'm saying, are you watching?
Oh, watching.
Yes.
Watching.
Yes.
Oh, the APXT.
Okay.
I'm watching that. I was watching LCA for a while, but it's too late, I'm afraid now.
Right.
That's the SPAC, so I don't know when that's gonna, take its deep dive. What else am I watching? I got my eye on Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking about getting out of taking the losses on my China EVs and just flipping that into the Tesla stock. That way I can, show the loss on my taxes this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. As of right now, I was looking at BlackBerry. BlackBerry hasn't been popping since, 2007, 2008? But they had some good news where they're getting involved with Microsoft, I believe. And so they might revive that company, and it was at $7 a share. Now it's at $9. So there's something that I'm watching. I'm also watching the marijuana stocks because the House passed that Moores Act, which is a big deal. So it's going to decriminalize marijuana. So I'm getting involved with that. Sundial is something that I'm looking at, but it's under $1, so it is a penny stock. And NASDAQ doesn't allow you to trade, or it's not compliant with NASDAQ if it's under $1. So as it reaches over $1, I'll think about getting into that, maybe into the $2.50 range. But other than that, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Sundial and BlackBerry.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. That pretty much sums up our week in stocks.